Welcome to the demo video of Constituent Data Portal. In this app, the constituents can log in and enter their data daily according to our data requirements. The constituent information is stored as usernames and passwords in a MySQL database table as shown here. For example, we can see that NTPC has been stored as NTPC username and a password NTPC with some other details required. Users can log in and log out with their username and password. Once the user logs in, they get a portal to enter the data. For yesterday, we can even change the date if you want. Okay, now let's enter the data for example. Yeah, the data is saved. What data the user has to enter can be configured by logging in as an admin, and we will see how that can be done later. Okay, now let's log out and log in as NTPC. We can see here that these were the data requirements which you wanted from NTPC, and so NTPC has to enter these keys. We can see that the default date is yesterday's date. The data that has been entered can be checked by changing the date. Let us enter some data, for example. It is saved. Okay, now let's log in as a state, let's say Maharashtra. We can see that the data requirements from states is more, so we created a shortcut to read the CSV files sent by the state SLDCs. Now let us see that in action for this example. We can see that the data has been filled from the CSVs, and the constituent, if he wants, can verify the data and then change it if he wants, and then save it. That's it. Now let's log in as RTMC. RTMC has to enter inter-regional lines data, which is a lot of information. So in order to make it easy, we have created an Excel format which you can fill and upload just like the states. Let us see that in action with this example. Okay, this is the format, and here this is the format that we have to fill to upload the CSV. Okay, after filling this format, we can save this as a CSV and upload it to the web portal. I have saved this file as a CSV already on desktop. You can see it here. Let us upload the CSV in the web portal and see whether it works or not. We can see that all data has been entered, and now we can save the data. Now that we are able to store the data in a MySQL database using this web app, we can use the data from this database to create useful things like reports, trends, etc. Okay, now let's log in as admin and see how we can configure what data should be entered by the constituents. Alright, we have a key manager page over here, and we can select a constituent. Here we can select a constituent and then see what keys have to be entered by him. In the same screen, we can add keys if you want and save it. This is how we can configure what keys should be entered by the user. Let us see one more example, like Chhattisgarh. These are the keys that has to be entered by Chhattisgarh. This web app has been created using Node.js server and a MySQL database. Thank you for watching.